Hello, my name is Jake Edwards, I'm 19 years old, I'm a musician, and I am FTM transgender. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because I'm about to talk about what it's like and how it feels for me to be transgender and a musician. First and foremost, I would say to anyone that met me in the street, if they asked, "Who are you?" I would say, "I'm a musician." I wouldn't put trans before that because I think being a musician defines me more than being trans. So, how does being trans affect my music? First of all, the subject matter, the lyrics, what I'm actually writing my music about. A lot of the time does overlap with my experiences of being transgender. At the moment I am writing a trans-orientated album, so that whole thing is just going to be songs related to or directly about experiences being transgender. When you listen to music, I think one of the most important things about that music is that you can relate to it in some way. You listen to the lyrics and you feel something. But with mainstream music, there's not really a place that you can go to find songs that are queer in any aspect, have any aspect of queerness about them. I know there have been musicians that are gay and write songs about being gay, but it's not so widespread. But music reflects you, and it should reflect the experiences that you have in your life, so I feel like not many people have done trans music, so why not? Why not encompass that part of myself and put that in my music? Music should reflect how you feel without being too generic and without being completely cis-het focused, because you never hear a line of lyrics really that could be related to being trans or being gay without really reaching for it. What kind of difficulties do I face being trans and being a musician? Voice dysphoria can really affect whether or not I feel like singing. There will be some days when I don't want to write and I don't want to sing, and it's directly because of my voice, because I'll sing one line of music and I'll think I can't do it today, my voice does not sound right to me. This does affect whether I do live music, because I haven't had a lot of experiences playing live, because I always have this fear that people are going to hear my voice and think that I sound feminine. So a lot of the time when I think about performing live, I think about, now am I going to come out to them straight away? Am I going to play a song first? Am I going to be like, hey, by the way, I'm trans, I am actually a dude, so if I sound feminine, it's because I'm trans. What I always fear, because I've never really had this confirmed for me, is when people hear my music out of context, when they don't know who I am, they maybe don't even know anything about being trans. Are they going to hear my voice and are they going to hear a girl, or are they going to hear a guy? Am I worried about my voice changing when I'm on T? Over the years, I have gained a lot of control over my range. I've managed to train my voice to be a lot lower. This did take a lot of time, it didn't just happen overnight. So I always thought that when I was finally on T, I would just sing regularly and train my voice to adapt to being lower. I never really thought it was even a possibility in my mind that I could completely lose the ability to sing, or I could just not sound the same. I would lose what makes my singing voice unique. These doubts started to enter my head when I would get bombarded with the same question over and over again. Oh, aren't you worried about T changing your voice? Aren't you worried about not being able to sing? How do you think you're going to compensate for that? And that does worry me sometimes. I have only got that fear since people have asked me that question over again. It's quite possibly the most hated question that I ever get asked. People can ask me my birth name, people can ask me any personal details of my life, and when it comes to the internet these days, it's so easy to just shrug it off, for it to not even register on my scale. But asking me about my voice, asking me about whether I feel like I'm gonna lose the best part of my life, really, the thing that makes me who I am, it's terrifying, and I don't need to be sent down that path every day. Only time is going to tell whether I'll lose my voice or whether I'll be able to sing. But the thing is, tea is not an option for me, it's a necessity. It's something that I need to fully live my life. What am I looking forward to in the future of my music? I am most excited to hear my musical voice comparisons. I know it's a big thing in the F2M community to have voice comparison videos, to have voice clips, to track the progress week by week or month by month. So hearing this from a musician's point of view is going to be interesting for me. It may be interesting for you. I'm just very excited about that. I think seeing the progress in my ability as a musician alongside the progress that I make physically in my transition is going to be the most confidence boosting thing for me, because a lot of the time I feel like I don't make any improvements. I feel like my journey as a musician is being overshadowed by my journey within gender. And when I take the identifier musician over trans, it is quite hard. But yeah, I hope this gave you a little insight into how I feel about being trans and being a musician. Because that's what this channel is about. My channel, I like to think, is music and the LGBT stuff. This has been cool. This has been a long video. Thank you all for sticking around. Peace out, bitches.